If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out.
As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies. And I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady.
All right, everyone, get ready for a story that's creating major waves right now, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Melania Trump is taking on the host of The View in a high-stakes lawsuit worth an eye-popping $100 million. Yes, you heard that right. $100 million. This legal showdown is sending shockwaves through the media world, and everyone is left asking what exactly happened. Well, let's break it all down. Here's the deal. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, is suing the hosts of The View after some seriously explosive comments were made about her live on air.
Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable. And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know. But my husband is real. He's raw. He tells it as it is. He's kind. He's a gentleman. He supports everybody.
Tension is real. It's like a pressure cooker ready to explode, and Melania isn't holding anything back. So what were these comments? Well, they were nothing short of controversial. During a recent episode, the hosts discussed Melania's time in the White House, and let's just say their opinions were far from kind. One of the hosts suggested that Melania didn't seem to love her role as First Lady, even implying that she wasn't exactly thrilled to be married to Donald Trump. They tossed around all sorts of assumptions about her marriage, even suggesting she might not actually like her husband, but that wasn't the end of it.
Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant. That was all.
That's not going to come in front of the jury, though. The judge has ruled that.
We're on television now. And then after Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Yeah.
It's like people should look at him and say, what kind of an insecure jerk are you? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my wife's pregnant. I'm not attracted to her big belly or something. And now she's paying attention to the baby and not...
Fast forward to now, and The View is acting like their public enemy #1. Rogan called it a calculated narrative, flip-driven more by politics than any real principle, but that's not all. Rogan didn't stop at Trump. He took aim at the show itself, calling out its focus on sensationalism over substance. If you average out the IQ of The View host, you might still struggle to hit triple digits, he quipped on his podcast. Ouch. His followers ate it up. Now you might be asking, why does this matter? Beyond the drama, this case brings up some massive questions.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right. Donald Trump is a millionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right. Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
They're talking about you as such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this. Trump. Yeah. He tends to just...
If Melania wins, it could set a monumental legal precedent, reshaping how the media treats the personal lives of celebrities and public figures. This could have major implications on how shows like The View cover politicians, celebrities, and anyone in the public eye. This isn't The View's first controversy, but this one is different. We're talking about the former First Lady of the United States suing one of the most watched talk shows in the country. This is next level drama, and let's talk about timing. For a second, as Melania files this lawsuit, Donald Trump is making headlines for other reasons. Some are speculating that this lawsuit could be part of a strategic move to redirect media attention back to Melania, especially with all the political heat around her husband, whether it's a calculated move or just pure frustration. One thing is clear. This story has layers, and we're only scratching the surface. But back to those comments. One host even claimed that Melania hates her husband and doesn't want to live in the same house anymore. Seriously, that moment had everyone in disbelief, wondering, did they really just say that? It was one of those jaw-dropping, did I hear that right? Moments.
I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a rabies-infested hen.
What's especially surprising is how quickly Melania took legal action. High-profile people usually let things slide or release a brief statement. But Melania, she's going all in. This is not just about clearing her name. She's demanding accountability by taking this to court. She's drawing a hard line about what's acceptable and what crosses the line. This isn't a quick fix. This is about safeguarding her reputation for the long haul, and with $100 million on the line, it's clear she means business.
Now you know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really
So what does this all mean for the rest of us? Well, it raises some big questions. Do public figures like Melania have the right to total privacy? Or do they have to accept a certain level of public scrutiny? And where do we draw the line between free speech and defamation? This case could be a landmark moment. In media law, experts are predicting it will ripple through the entertainment and news industries. If Melania wins, it could change the way the media treats personal matters about public figures, whether they're politicians, celebrities, or even family members. Of course, there's plenty of criticism. Some argue that Melania is just using this for publicity.
You made that you would have to be sitting here defending him.
You never thought about that, but I'm not surprised in one way, because a lot of people, they're against my husband, and he's run for president, so nothing surprised me.
It's got to be hard though. It's got to be a difficult thing.
In one way, it's hard because press, it's very dishonest, and it's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband. And you need to defend yourself.
The truth likely lies somewhere in between, but at the end of the day, this lawsuit touches on the intersection of fame, privacy, and media responsibility. It's a reminder that even those in the public eye deserve protection from false, harmful statements. As the case unfolds, all eyes will be on Melania and The View to see how the courts respond to her claims. This isn't just about the money. It's about setting a new standard for how the media can talk about public figures. If Melania's lawsuit succeeds, it could spark a shift in how talk shows and news outlets approach controversial topics. The story is just beginning, and we'll be here with every update as it unfolds. So what do you think? Is Melania right to sue? Or could this set a dangerous precedent for free speech? Drop your thoughts below. We want to know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest developments.